What's going on, everybody? It's Nico, and Cabrakan has been released. So, I don't know anything about being a good Guardian player who plays the support role, but I do know a thing or two about playing a Guardian in the solo lane, because back when Jeb was released, that's all I did was play Jeb in the solo lane, because I don't like supporting. So, Cabrakan. He's the destroyer of mountains, the Mayan destroyer of mountains, and he's got two big-ass shields, and he uppercuts people. He looks really badass, he's really cool, and his skills are really awesome, but let's go over his passive, since you can already see it glowing from his feet. His passive is Shadow Zone. Allies near Cabrakan take 5% reduced damage. It is just straight-up 5% damage mitigation, which actually might be... How much is... No, this is just straight 5 damage off, and then... The guard boots are what? 30% CC reduction. Okay, I thought they had a passive reduction on them as well or something, but I was wrong. The ability you just saw me use was Cabrakan's 2, which I cannot remember the name of off the top of my head. Refraction Shield. That's a strange name. It's a small cone, a very small cone for Smite, that, as you can see, as in my above the portrait, my English is really good when it's fucking 10 a.m., if that. It's passive. So, basically, after Cabrakan takes 5 sources of damage, he gets a stun on this cone. Without taking damage, he doesn't have the stun. The 2 also has a passive attached to it, which is that as you level it up, you gain passive physical and magical protections. As you get hit, you get those protections from you shredded. So, it's kind of weird how that works, but it makes sense. Like, as you take damage, the protections that your passive from your 2 is giving you go away, but you get the ability to stun someone for 1 second. So, yeah. This is basically the ground and pound, is what I'm going to call it. Cabrakan beats the ground, and he does a new type of CC, it seems like. And by seems like, oh, I didn't get my ultimate. Well, rip me, I'm really good at this game. Well, it's not a, it seems like a new type of CC. It is a new type of CC called Tremble. Basically, when he's beating the ground, enemies are slowed and drawn in towards him, but the way it affects the AI is kind of strange, as you can see, because they kind of just freak out and run all over the place. But it supposedly works kind of like a Poseidon Whirlpool, where they kind of just get drawn towards you. Also, I'm building Cabrakan as if you would play him in solo lane, so that's why I built, what is this thing called? Warlock Sash, and not a defensive item like you would build him as support. So, yeah, you get pulled towards the center, you get slowed, and for some reason the AI freaks the hell out when you do it, and gets, like, moved all over the place. Also, I'm leveling the 2 first, just because it seems like it would make sense to get those protections. I don't know if that's the right idea, especially since if I would be playing him in the solo lane, his 3 is going to be the best way to clear. So, who knows? Ah. Okay, so, Soma uses 2 there. I mean, not his 2, his ult. His ultimate... I can't remember what it's called. It's called Tectonic Shift. Huh. Sounds a lot... It sounds really similar to another kind of move in the game. Maybe a move that Thor has. Maybe Thor's 2. Tectonic Rift. Whatever. So, Tectonic Shift. Well, Cabrakan hits the ground, makes walls. The walls have a set amount of HP that does not scale with Cabrakan's health. The HP, apparently I'm English, the HP is 100 to, now, not 100, that's the damage, wall health, 200 to 1,000, and at first you're like, what, 1,000 health? That's at level 20 when everybody can one-shot it, like any, like, ADC can one-shot his fucking walls, so, not that big a deal. I'll just beat the ground for a little bit, get these last hits from my Warlock Sash. Then I'll go back to finish my boots. Actually, Raw's letting himself get hit a lot. But yeah, Tectonic Shift. You hit the ground, and you make a wall. The walls have health. Cabrakan one-shots the walls no matter what, because they're his walls, and he's just like, fuck them. These are my walls. I can kill them if I want to. and everyone else can target him. In fact, well, watch this. See, I'm killing my own walls with the 3. And, yeah. What I wanted to demonstrate there without killing my own wall was that they pull aggro. As in, you can put the walls down and your own minions will attack them, or the enemy minions will attack them. I haven't tried backdooring a tower with them, but I would assume if you can put them down and it does minion aggro, it'll also aggro towers. I'm not sure. We can test that once it's back off cooldown. But yeah, it's weird, because sometimes you'll put it down and all of a sudden your minions will just be completely distracted, and that was rude. But yeah, Cabrakan. And his 1, I haven't gone over that. You get a movement speed increase. There we go. And a stun. But it's called Seismic Crush. So Cabrakan gives himself a movement speed increase, and that scales as you level it up. And you get a 1-second stun. The stun is always 1 second on both his 1 and 2. But the movement speed increases from 15 to 35%, so at least having 1 rank in this is really good. And the damage is pretty real as well. From 100 to 275 plus 50% of your magical power. His 2 is 90 to 290, 50%. His 3 is 25 to 65 plus 25% of his magical power. But it's every 0.5 seconds. So if you could keep someone in here for a while, it hurts. Also, we can test this. The tower does not aggro. Okay, so the only thing that seems like won't attack your walls just willy-nilly is towers. So you can't backdoor a tower. At the very least, it doesn't grab aggro. Who knows if it actually counts to whether or not the tower acts as if they're there, and then you attack it and you still get full damage. Because apparently that was a problem with Chang'e's bunny. Because if you didn't know, if you were Chang'e and you went into tower range to hit a tower, the tower was like, oh, the bun. Obviously, that means that's a minion. And it would treat that as a minion, and you would do full damage to a tower if you were Chang'e by herself. So, that was a thing that got fixed this patch. That was a thing I don't think anybody knew about either. I don't want you. I want red buff. I want the damages. Also, something I learned because I at least play the god 1 time before I do these kinds of videos to at least see what I like leveling and like how I like the feel of the character. Cabrakan does way more damage than Kumbhakarna, which was the last guardian we got. Like, he's like, if you build him damage, he's like Ymir or Athena damage. Like, his damage hurts. Also, his like attack, like his basic attack with the 1 active seems really slow. Like I said, the enemy gods, or AI enemy gods, seem to get kind of trapped inside the 3. I have no idea what it actually feels like, because I haven't played an actual game with them on PTS. And I probably won't, because I never play an actual game, like Conquest game on PTS. Just because I have a feeling everybody's going to just rage quit. Because there's no consequences if you rage quit in PTS. It's like, oh, this game's going shit, I'm just going to quit out. Nothing happens to you, so that's why I don't play Conquest on PTS. Like, it's just no point for me. But yeah, Cabrakan does some good damage. So building him like with Warlock Sash and getting a Rada Tahuti and stuff, like he's gonna hurt a lot. Not a lot, but like he'll do way more damage than you think he'll do, and he'll be tankier than you'll think he is, just because he's like of his role as Guardian. Ah, man. And also, here's me demonstrating the one-shotting. Also, he becomes slow immune and root immune with his 1 active. It also cleanses slows and roots. So, that's the only form of CC protection that Cabrakan has. He has no full CC immunity. He's just slow and root immune when he presses his 1. So, take that with what you will. If you find yourself in a situation where you're getting slowed to oblivion, just pop that 1 and run on out of there. But yeah, I mean, I can't say whether or not he's going to be a good Guardian, because I don't play that role at all, and I don't know what makes a good Guardian, but as a, like, just a character, he seems like he's good. He has 2 stuns, a new type of CC that may or may not be really good, depending on how it actually affects real people. Apparently it makes your screen shake. That's what they said on the dev talk. I don't know whether or not that's true because I haven't been able to see that. But after you get items, you can kind of just sit there with your 3 forever because it does not take a lot of mana to channel. But at the same time, when you're playing a real match, nobody's going to let you just sit there and ground pound like that forever because he's not knock-up immune or anything in that. You can knock him up, you can stun him, you can do literally anything to Cabrakan while he's channeling his 3. So, you probably won't be able to get that much damage off with it. Thankfully, popular solo laners, at least from what I've seen in Casual Conquest, aren't many people who can knock you up, unless it's Hubwa, and in that case, you're kind of screwed no matter what, so. Because, fucking Hebo. Ugh. Go away, Hebo. Ugh. Get out of here. But yeah, Cabrakan's really cool. I think he's going to be played, well, I don't think. I know he's going to be played a shit ton, but whether or not he's actually going to be good in the Guardian role, like the support role, or what, I have no idea. I can't speak on that until we actually see him, like, get played. And even then, it's not a good, like, thing to say whether or not he'll be good until you see, like, pro players play him. But I think he's fun. Like, he's actually cool, like a cool character, so that's nice. That there's a Guardian in the game that I actually think is cool and not just kind of dumb. Like, the only Guardians I actually like in Smite are, like, Athena and Cabrakan that I can think of off the top of my head. Yes. So there's that. I don't think there's anything else I want to say about him. I think I've mentioned everything that I've noticed. The 3 makes AI wig out and not run away from you. The 2 stuns. Is a small cone. It's a weird cone when you look at it. Just hurt everybody. All the stuns, bitch. Ugh, and I can kill you. Now I get rid of these. Actually, as you can see, the minions will attack it. Like, it draws aggro, so if you're running away and you notice that you might die to minions, you can ult real fast and then... And also, it seems like you don't have a movement speed penalty while ulting, so you may actually be able to ult real fast while running and then get minion aggro off yourself. So, just keep that little tidbit of information on your mind when trying to survive as Cabrakan if you're running away from someone. I think that's all I want to talk about Cabrakan, though, because I mean, like I said, I'm not a good support player. I'm not, like... I can't really say whether or not he'll be good in that role. But what I can say is diamond skins are the shit. Those things look fucking awesome. And I'm going to have 3 when they come out on the live servers. For some reason in PTS it says my Thor is only level 8, which is some bullshit because I've had Thor legendary for like over a month or 2 now. That was rude. Now you die. So I don't know what's going on there. But I have Thanatos Legendary, and last night I ground, and I ground, and I grinded, whatever you want to say, and got fucking Poseidon the Legendary before I went to sleep. I only needed 36 Worshippers. I played a shit ton of Arena, which I hate, and just got a bunch of Worshippers, and now I have level 10 Poseidon, level 10 Thor, and level 10 Thanatos. So I'm going to have Diamond Thanatos, Thor, and Poseidon when the patch goes live. I'm also going to have Legendary Hercules, Tyr, and I'm trying to get Nemesis to level 5 before the patch comes out, so I can have her as well. Also, if this already slows, then Gem of Isolation should be really good. I don't think it says how much it slows. Now, enemies that are caught in the earthquake are damaged and are slowly sucked into towards Cabrakan. So, who knows how this is going to work. Also, wait. Yeah, I can check this right now. Yeah, you don't get any kind of movement speed penalty while channeling the 3. Cabrakan. Damage Cabrakan. Releasing the Cabrakan. Like, he could do a fucking significant amount of damage if he's allowed to let, like, his 3 go off for any amount of time. Goes off, like, if he lets it go off for 5 seconds, he'll do, like, with this build, I'm doing, like, 1,000 damage over 5 seconds. If somebody just lets me beat on them like this. He's gonna be nasty. Especially since all this health I got. I don't even have Void Stone yet. Whew. Ooh. Not today, buddy. What? Oh, I have Void Stone already. I'm an idiot. I wasn't paying attention. Also, it's weird, because they used to let you build level 2 of stuff, but I guess since this has a passive, they were like, no, 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 no. You can't have Ward Stone and Void Stone. That ain't happening. I just want pen. Fuck it. Actually, now that I think about it, if I was going to get penetration, Spear of the Magus would be better because of the way the 3 works. In the versus Raw, if I was getting stunned out constantly, it wouldn't be better. Dude, Raw, I was backing up. Like, come on, dude. Man, Raw's trying to get away and he just can't. It's so weird how it affects the AI. I wish I could test how it affects me, but I'm not playing a Conquest game. I don't think anybody else I know has PTS. Like that I can be like, hey, get on real quick. Unless Tyler does. Oh, you know what? Tyler does have PTS, but he went back to school today. So, as of recording this and as of you guys watching it, he's gone back to school for the day. So, I won't be able to just be like, get on real quick. No, don't worry, Raw. I'm just going to beat on you for a while. Man, you can really channel that for, like, ever. Also, you can't hit the Titan with this. Damn. That sucks. Cabrakan has no way to hit the Titan from over the wall. Rip. Hopefully, the Joust map gets reworked soon, so you don't have to worry about that shit if you're playing Joust 3v3 or 1v1, because this map's not good. Turtle's too strong. Also, I feel like Cabrakan would have been really good when Polynomicon was overpowered because of the way his stuns work and everything. Whew, just, stun, poly hit. Just, ooh, would have been dirty. Kill you guys real quick. You know what? I'm going to sell my Obsidian Shard and get Spear of the Magus. Should allow me to get more pen. Yes. Less power, though, because of the way it works. Well, not the way it works, just because that has 70, this has 40. But, penetration, yo. Flat pen and percent pen. There, pick it up. So yeah, Cabrakan's cool. Diamond skins are awesome. Hopefully you guys got all your legendaries before the patch comes out. Well, legendaries as of right now, not legendaries as what's coming out. Oh yeah, I'm just beating on Rawbot for 199 per tick. And it's 0.5, so he gets it and hit twice for every second. Yeah. Every 0.5 seconds, so he gets Jesus. Yeah, Cabrakan's 3. It can do some damage. It can do work. Cabrakan, he's a Guardian, but god damn it, he does damage. If you build him damage, he does some good damage. You do lose out on... Ooh! So that affects that. Oh, my minions are attacking the walls. That's not what I wanted to happen at all. But yeah, Cabrakan's really cool. He does lots of damage, and woo! If you want to play damage Cabrakan, it looks like it's pretty viable. If you were playing a real game, you would probably need to make sure. You need to make sure you're building him effectively. One second, I want to watch this.
His opponent today, the winner by knockout is Cabrakan.
Player damage, 15k. Not that crazy. But yeah, Cabrakan. If you wanted to actually build him as like damage, you would have to build some defense so you could stay in the fight, kind of like you would build a warrior with defense so they could stay in the fight. But yeah, his passive defense he gets from his 2 is really good until you get hit 5 times and you lose it. So yeah, you would need to make up for that with like actually buying defensive items and not going full damage. Then I'll talk about the patch notes, like the rest of the stuff that happened in the patch, because there was actually quite a few big things and quite a few nerfs that I want to talk about in a video that I'll put up tomorrow, Sunday. And, well, actually, I should probably say Sunday, August the 17th, in case somebody watches this later. And about the chain size nerf and all that stuff. But yeah, if you guys liked the video, press the like button. If you didn't, dislike it. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I post Smite videos every day, almost. Monday through Friday for sure, and then Saturday, Sunday if it's a patch. But yeah, hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you later.